The Metro East Sports Podcast is proudly presented by Little Caesars Pizza, locally owned by lifelong 618 residents who are proud to serve our community. Home of the hot and ready pizza and 12-time world champions of value, Little Caesars makes game night, practice night, and family night easy. Visit them in Alton, Glen Carbon, Troy, Collinsville, Shiloh, or Granite City today.
Get ready for the award-winning #1 sports podcast on our side of the river. It's time for the Metro East Sports Podcast.
From the front office Wealth Strategies studio in beautiful spring-like, getting a little reprieve with the weather today, Edwardsville. Welcome to the Metro East Sports Podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East. Season number 7, show number 3, recorded Monday, February 16th, 2026. I am David Leip alongside KP. Good to see you, KP.
You too, Coach.
Tonight's show is so big. It features KP's Corner, the high school report. We're going to talk basketball, bowling, wrestling, dance. What else do we have? Hockey. What else? Is that it?
I think that's it.
But we got a lot of it to talk about. And then we've got some amazing guests, a full lineup of guests, starting with from K-Hawk Country, the first-year boys basketball coach, Coach Matthews, and he's bringing one of his top players with him, Jace Wilkinson.
Yes, sir.
Guest number 2, we've got from Althoff High School, the head man there, Coach Skip Birdsong, and his son Tyler Birdsong, representing the soccer Crusaders. Mespy winners for 2A team and individual player of the year. And we're bringing back the charitable champion. He's also the charitable champion.
Awesome.
So that kid's winning a lot. Guest number 3, we're going to talk to Mespy winners for dance team of the year from Highland High School, Coach Erin Cotto, and she's bringing with her Coach Carrie Eilerman and one of the girls on the team, Maddie Lewitt-John. So lots of people, lots of greatness in the studio tonight, KP.
Should be fun, Coach.
Before we get to these amazing guests, I want to thank partners Cassens, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Keller Williams Marquis, the Blasting Game Group, Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oakbrook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, Play It Again Sports, Edwardsville, and Dazzling Decor, and more. And please, folks, if you only do 3 things, if you only have 3 things on your to-do list this week, please make them. Number 1, subscribe to the Metro East Podcast. It's free. You love it. Number 2, follow us in all of our social media platforms, X, Facebook, the Gram. Follow us on YouTube. Luke Slemmer putting out great videos multiple times a week. And if you have a story idea, email me, please, at mespdave@gmail.com. And remember, you can nominate your favorite team for Integrity Spine and Joint Center Metro East Team of the Month. Could be a park and rec team, could be a middle school team, a high school team, you name it. To nominate a team for Team of the Month, send your suggestion to mespdave@gmail.com. Please put Team of the Month in the subject line. KP's Corner, what's going on at Dazzling Decor and more? We're still doing the moving sale, right?
It's hot this week. We're moving next weekend, so now's the time to come in and get everything for a steal.
Bargain basement prices.
Going hot.
Need a couch, a chandelier, a mirror, anything to make your home look great, and jewelry is on a big discount as well.
They're at 25%, and also we've got Valentine's Day stuff that was left over, and we also have Easter stuff coming out.
Sounds awesome. I've got to get down there and get all the people in my life some jewelry.
That's right.
Okay, let's talk girls basketball rankings first. You ready?
You let it rock.
Small schools. Number 11, Westclin. Last week they were at 9. Redbud hangs on at 10 for the second week in a row. Roxana went from 11 to 9. McGivney stays 8. Columbia from 5 to 7. Marissa from 7 to 6. Oakville from 6 to 5, up 1 spot. Freeburg sticks around at number 4. Mater Dei 3. Central 2, and Nashville number 1. No change in the top 4. Everybody else, a little bit of shifting.
It's that time of year, Coach.
Well, not everybody's shifting, though. In the other one, we're going to see that a lot of things stayed the same, but lot of movement in this one. Columbia had a loss. That moved them down. Roxana had a good win. That moved them up a little bit. I think you're going to talk about that more later.
I tell you what, Coach, Nashville and Central being at 1 and 2, those two teams, as we spoke over and over this year, have been pretty elite. They, as you get down the rest of that tier, when you get past Mater Dei down, I think anything can happen.
I agree.
Anything.
A lot of parity. Okay, girls' large school rankings. Waterloo for the second week in a row, number 10. See, everybody's the same. Exact same rankings for the second week in a row for the large schools. Number 10, Waterloo. Number 9, Granite. 8, Jersey. 7, Triad. 6, Edwardsville. 5, Highland. 4, CM, Civic Memorial. Number 3, O'Fallon. Number 2, East. And number 1, again, Alton.
Again, I'll go back to what we talked about last week. Those top 3 teams are probably the premier of the area. And then when we get down to that middle range, down to the bottom, it's open season. I think anybody can win on any given night.
Alton has been dominant, continues to dominate. East start of the year, number 1. O'Fallon is right there. They're elite on any given night. They could beat either one of those teams. Their top girl, Josie,
yep.
Christopher is tearing it up.
Still is.
Maybe the best player, probably the best player in the area. It looks like it that way. She was leading in all the offensive categories as of the last time we talked. Okay, get to your notes.
Well, here we go. The girls' regionals start this week. Coach, you know where the original March Madness came from?
The Illinois High School Boys State basketball tournament.
Absolutely. And that's March Madness around the country for college basketball. So we're entering into our March Madness.
Okay.
Girls regionals games this week that we're kind of looking at interesting is number 7, Columbia, is playing Breeze Central at Breeze Central. They're hosting the regional there. Number 11, Westland, is playing number 3, Mater Dei at Breeze Central. That's going to be a pretty tough regional.
Yes.
Then we've got number 6, Marissa, playing Sparta at Sandoval. I think that should be a pretty easy matchup for Marissa. Number 6, Edwardsville Tigers are playing Quincy tonight at the Edwardsville Regional. Mascoutah is versus Triad at the Carbondale Regional tonight also. Going to the regional finals, just giving you some dates. On 2/19, there'll be the 4A Belleville West finals, the 3A Centralia finals, 3A Highland finals on 2/19, and then 2A Roxana finals, and the 2A Breeze Central finals on Thursday. On Friday, you've got the 4A Edwardsville final and the 2A Freeburg finals.
Got it.
I would like to give a big shout-out to Joe Nesbitt, the athletic director at Belleville East High School, and their wonderful sponsor, Bank of Springfield, for their great hospitality last Saturday. And in the beginning of the tournament, that they had Coach Leip and I be able to do some interviews. Big shout-out to them. Thank you very much.
Joe Nesbitt does a great job there, and
Yep.
he was they're very hospitable. So if you're having an event, folks, and you think, you know what, we'd like to have the Metro East Sports Podcast out to do a show, give us a shout-out. Contact me. It's possible.
Absolutely.
Terms are negotiable. All right, go ahead.
Well, here we go. Boys games last week. Coach, there are 8 games that pitted our top 10 ranked teams in both small and large schools against each other. It was the craziest week, and I picked a handful of games out to talk about. Number 4, Triad at Granite City. The Warriors took down Triad 36-24 in a low-scoring battle. It must have been a defensive battle.
Yeah.
Number 3, Alton at Belleville West. The Maroons come out on top 49-47 to take down the Redbirds.
And that's a big upset.
That's big.
So we knew West was talented. We talked to them at the BOS shootout back in December, January, whenever it was originally scheduled. And we said that, hey, you guys are talented. You're learning how to win. So that's a big upset for them because Alton's excellent. Alton's elite, and we expect big things out of Alton. So we're not down talking the Redbirds at all. We're just recognizing the fact that that's a big win for the Belleville West Maroons.
Absolutely. Then we had number 2 Staunton at number 6 Granite City, small school versus big school, and the Bulldogs from Staunton came out on top 61-52. It was a pretty hard-fought match. I was at that game covering for the podcast, and Staunton prevailed. And then the last game to talk about, and I'm not even going to talk about the score that much, but Belleville East Collinsville had a heck of a matchup at the BOS tournament. Collinsville was down 3 with under a minute to go. They end up coming up with the victory. Jace Wilkinson, who we'll have on the podcast a little later, made 3 crucial free throws to tie the game. And then there was a foul late in the game, and Jordan Taylor made 2 free throws to give the K-Hawks the victory.
So the kid we're having on tonight made 3 free throws to tie the game up with essentially
there's
no
20
time
seconds. There was 20 seconds left or something like that.
I thought there was less than that. I thought there was like 4 seconds left when he made the free throws.
No, I got to check. It was because it was so quick. East went up by 1, and then the Belleville East kid ended up fouling. I think he thought there was not enough, or that they were behind, or they had fouls to give. It was just it was one of the craziest sequences of basketball that I've seen, and then all these crazy scores that happened last week. So that's all we have from KP's Corner there, Coach.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, I don't think I was ready for that, but okay, let's talk. Where do you want to go next? How about hockey?
I like hockey.
Okay, hockey. Edwardsville defeated Granite City. 2 straight games. Edwardsville's on to the finals. Belleville defeats Alton. 2 straight games. Competitive. I think it was 4-2 in their last game. So those 2 teams are going to match up in the finals. And what I've realized also is that they broke up their varsity division into 2 separate playoffs. So I didn't realize that there was I didn't realize that because they've got varsity and JV listed, but that's not really clear on their website. At least it wasn't to me. I can't find a legitimate bracket either.
Right.
Okay. But anyway,
maybe that's what we need to do is start a bracketing or standings for hockey next year.
Well, we did have standings.
Yep, I know we did.
They have standings, but we thought we had rankings too.
Yep.
So anyway, those 2 teams begin their battle this week for first place. Triad is in the other one. I noticed that Triad won their semifinal against Highland, so they're playing Columbia Freeburg, I believe. I need to double check that. Okay.
Well, I'm going to try to make one of those hockey games.
I am too.
Yep.
All right, let's go to girls bowling. 4 teams qualified for state in sectionals last weekend. 4 teams qualified for the state tournament. Columbia, Freeburg, Mascoutah, and O'Fallon. So let's give it up. Let's give it up for those 4 teams.
Well done.
And then we had 4 individuals who qualified for state in bowling from the 618. Let's give it up for those girls. Grace Hayes from Highland High School, Kellen Stevens from Collinsville, Reese Rent from Central, and Jillian Dwiggins from Alton High School. So 4 teams, Columbia, Freeburg, Mascoutah, and O'Fallon, and those 4 young ladies that I just mentioned will be representing the Metro East at state in bowling next week. So looking for big things out of them. Okay. Let's talk about boys wrestling, who qualified for state last weekend, because it was sectional weekend. And I am going to tell you the teams and the kids by name who qualified for state. Luke, I just moved that camera. You're probably going to have to double check that. Okay. Let's talk about 1A. In 1A boys state, we had from Belleville-Altoff. Belleville-Altoff qualified 5. They led 1A with the most wrestlers qualified. They qualified 5 kids. Jacoby Cobbs, Nathan Fisher, Dawson Hawthorne, Landon Weidler, Weidler, and Pierre Walton, the defending state champion. So happy for those kids.
Go Crusaders.
From Altoff. The next team to qualify kids, Breeze Central. They qualified 1 young man, Matt Walsh. Up next in 1A qualifying for state this year, we had from Freeburg. Freeburg qualified 2, Dane Olmstead and Jack Amann, Amann. Up next from the Metro East, qualifying for state in wrestling, we had, who else in 1A? Redbud. Redbud had 1 qualifier, Daniel Jackson. Roxana had 3 qualifiers, all seniors. Brandon Green, Logan Riggs, and Lyndon Thies, or Tice, Thies.
Tice.
Tice. Okay, we'll go with it. And in 1A, that was it. So Central with 1, Althoff with 5, Freeburg 2, Redbud 1, Roxana 3, and East Alton Wood River. Did I get the East Alton Wood River kid in there?
I don't think so.
How did I miss that one? They have him under W?
Could be.
Oh, come on. There it is. Michael Soto, Wood River. Glad we didn't forget that kid. Okay, 2A. Let's look at 2A here, KP. In 2A, qualifying for state from Civic Memorial, they had the most. They had 7 kids there.
Wow.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes, 7 kids from CM. Cody Wiedner, Avery Jamie, Greg Harkey, Knox Verbace, James Wojciechowicz, Kevin Flanagan, and Hudson Davis. So they had a big sectional, 2A sectional. Good for them. Up next, we have Granite City. Granite City qualified 1 kid, Eli Miller. Jerseyville qualified 2, Maddox Williams and Nicholas Hartley. Mascoutah qualified 5, Braxton McCall, Desi Wade, Brock Ross, Sean Murphy, and Jordan Hale Sonnen, or Sonnen. Sorry, folks. Doing the best I can with these names. And then we had Waterloo. They qualified for Matt Deutsch, Connor Stevens, Joseph Newell, and Jackson Mathenia. And that was it for your 2A qualifiers. And then we come to 3A. Only 3 teams. 3 teams only in 3A qualified kids for state. Big congratulations to Coach Roberson and Braden Drew from Alton High School. Belleville East.
Did our big man make it?
Jonathan Rulo, 25-0. And Jackson Shoteg, a junior, at 24-10. Those guys all qualified for state. So a total of 14 teams, I think I came up with, qualified kids. Now let's go on to the girls, because a lot going on with the boys, first of all.
You want to mention Edwardsville, Coach?
I didn't do Edwardsville?
Mm-mm.
How'd I leave out the Tigers? Are you serious?
I don't think you did, Coach.
What am I thinking?
I think we need to give a shout-out
All right.
for the 14-0 on the pen.
All right, here we go. Michael McNamara, Timothy Swaim, Bryson Nuttall, Ryan Ritchie, Simon Schulte, Roman Janik, and Braylon Hill-Lomax. So the Tigers qualified 7. Can't believe I forgot.
That's all right.
7 kids from Edwardsville, including that dramatic the kid's down 14-0, Bryson Nuttall. He's down 14-0. Time's running out, and he does this amazing move, spins over. I don't know the wrestling terminology.
And pins him.
And pins the kid and qualifies for state.
That's all awesome.
And then the video with him and Coach Preto was amazing. So can't believe I was going to leave out.
Congrats to the Tigers.
2 of those kids are in one of my classes, by the way. Shout out to Roman Janik and Ryan Ritchie. So that's pretty cool. And I've known several of those boys for a long time, and I had Bryson last semester, so happy for them. Okay, let's talk girls wrestling qualifiers now. So there were 14 teams that we talked about: Althoff, Central, Freeburg, Redbud, Roxana, East Alton, Wood River, CM, Granite, Jersey, Mascoutah, Waterloo, Alton, East, and Edwardsville for the boys. In the girls, qualifying for state, girls wrestling qualifiers, there were quite a few. From Alton High School, Ariana Jones, 1 qualifier from Alton. From Althoff, they also had 1. Bailey Self, East, 1 qualifier. Lamia Irby, West, 2 qualifiers. Riley Weems and Brooke Stellhorn. Cahokia, 2 qualifiers. Tasia Young and Janila Holman. I believe there was a Holman that played football. The kid scored a couple of touchdowns at that playoff game we went to. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're right.
And let's see here. Also from the Metro East, qualifying for state in wrestling. From Collinsville, they had 4 kids. Ivana Torres, London Long, Addison Bailey, and Leanne Corey, all from the K-Hawks qualifying for state. They're bringing quite a crew up there. And from Edwardsville, 6 wrestlers. Emma Rogers, Adley DeWerf, Genevieve Dykstra, Allie Chong, Olive Lindhorst, and Victoria White, all qualified for state from Edwardsville. From Freeburg, one young lady, Grace Stratton, a senior, 37-1 coach.
Wow.
Granite City had 2 wrestlers, Audrey Barnes and Demi Barnes, the Barnes sisters, obviously. 31-2 and 29-2.
Crazy.
They don't lose much. Let's see. Anybody else from it's got to be a few more. Oh, from Muscuda. Muscuda had one. Jayla Lawson. O'Fallon had a wrestler. Kira Thompson qualified for state. Sophomore.
About Roxana?
We are getting, Roxana had 2. Coach Blaha. Madeline Murphy and Chloe Skiles. Both qualified for the Shells. From Triad High School, 1 qualifier, Caitlin Wood. Waterloo had 2. Madeline Edler and Isabel McBride. And that was it.
I think you got it, Coach.
So that's it for wrestling. Those are all your wrestling state qualifiers. And thanks to partner Cassens Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, the #1 place to purchase a vehicle in the Metro East. If you're in the market for a new or a pre-owned car, check out Cassens Inventory in person where they've been for nearly 30 years or online at Cassens.com. Cassens has earned the highest ratings for customer service. Their expert staff is committed to making your car buying experience enjoyable, including convenient on-site financing. I purchased 5 vehicles there, including that beautiful Gladiator out there in the parking lot, and I promise you I will not purchase a vehicle anyplace else. Cassens is the clear-cut leader for quality, service, and customer satisfaction. Go see Steve, Cliff, Holly, Greg, Bob, Mike, or Evan today. All right. What's next? What else do we have to talk about? We've talked about boys and girls wrestling. We've talked about bowling.
Bowling's in. You had that?
I think we've done a good job with the KP's Corner. It's going to be exciting times here with March Madness.
Coming up.
And looking forward to bowling state and wrapping up this hockey this week.
Awesome, Coach.
All right, let's get to some K-Hawk basketball next.
Awesome.